I'm going to be pretty fucking mad.
Yep.
I don't think there'd be any way around like, nah, you're my best mate. It is what it is. I'd be like, you're going on a payment plan or something. Like, for sure. I'm not even kidding.
It is Morokai with 2 Eyes. We're back. We're on every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7 a.m. on Spotify and 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. When friends damage your things, but it's too expensive to just be like, nah, she'll be right.
Yeah, nah, it's not a good feeling.
No, it's not. I've had it a couple of times. I had one time I took home my friend's iPod Shuffle.
Okay,
Do you
yes.
remember those little boys? Those
Yeah,
ones?
yeah, like little clip.
Yeah, they held like max 60 songs.
Yeah,
It's like when we were
something
13.
like that.
Yeah. I took my mate's home and I put it through the washing machine and I ruined it. Yeah, and I tried to give it back to him and his mum wouldn't let him accept it. He's like, no, it's broken. It's broken. You can't get it. And I'm like, hold on, we don't get pocket money. Like we don't this is like a birthday gift. Back then, there's no like, oh, I'll work, I'll do this, I'll get some money. No, it's like birthdays and Christmases were the
only times, yeah.
But man, the video I was going to quote to you, and I was going to show it before I uninstalled Reddit right in front of you, is I saved a video of this guy getting in his friend's car, and they were on like the freeway in Australia, and he put his pedal to the metal, and he just went off the side of the road, bang, smashed the car, total, like it was wrecked. It was completely wrecked, right off. How do you react in those situations? Can you? I don't
know where you're going with
this. What do you think?
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't think no matter if it was you or not, there's no, it's genuinely like you are paying to fix this. Like,
all right, well, what's that money limit then? What is it to you? I'll start small. I mess up something of yours, it's worth $20. Let it slide.
probably just let it slide.
$50.
Let it slide.
Hundy.
Let it slide.
$200.
Anything for me, anything above 100 is where I have to start questioning myself. It was like, hang on a sec.
Am I going to have to throw hands?
Yeah, sort of, maybe not throw hands, but like, I don't know. Like, I feel like, and it's a bad mindset to be in, but thankfully with the jobs that I've worked, which has only been 2, for what I get paid, like, I can look at like anything below $100 and be like, yeah. Like, which is really bad because that's not how I should be treating money at all.
No, definitely not.
But yeah, for the most part, anything above 100 though, I'm sort of like, do I really need this?
Okay, I want you to have a real good think about this.
Yep.
Really put yourself in the scenario where you come here, catch up. I've been like, bro, hey, I want to get us some Maccas. You're playing a game. You're like, yeah, sure, go grab it. So I'm like, fuck, my car's like blocked behind yours. You're like, just take mine. Right? I take your car.
Yeah.
I go to Macca's.
Yeah.
I get a little cheeseburger. As I'm driving home, I can't wait to dig in. So on my lap, I am setting up a cheeseburger. You know how I like to put chips in?
Pretty standardly.
Yeah. And I've just looked down for too long and I've rammed into a tree. I've written your car off. What do you do?
I'd be pretty pissed.
Even if I brought you home I haven't touched your Maccas.
I'd be pretty fucking mad, man. It was a 6-month wait to get my car.
Yeah.
I had to pay mum and dad back some money. And I
It's gonna be
saved
a
up for
longer wait for the next one.
ages. Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like I'd be pretty fucking annoyed.
Yeah. But I'm guessing with insurance, would it be able to
Yeah,
be
no,
covered?
I'm insured for a brand new one.
Okay. But do you have to pay anything there?
Well, I'm not sure because I haven't crashed my car yet.
You surely would.
But I'm assuming there'd be some excess that would have to, yeah.
What happens?
My credit rating would be
excess?
fucked.
Yeah, but what happens at the excess? I'm like, oh, man, it's a couple of grand. I don't know if I can drop that.
Oh, you can't drop it.
Yeah, if I
You can't drop it, but you're living in this. I don't know, bro. I don't fucking know.
I can't drop it because I spent it all on this.
I see. What an idiot I am.
But yeah, 100%. What would you do if I was like, I'm not paying the excess?
No, I'd be pretty fucking mad. I'm going to be pretty fucking mad.
Yep.
I don't think there'd be any way around like, nah, you're my best mate. It is what it is. I'd be like, cunt, you're going on a payment plan or something. Like, for sure. I'm not even kidding. Like, that actually pissed me
Putting you on a payment plan.
pissed me the fuck off. I don't know, which is funny though, because I'm glad that you're raising this, because we have had a mate, we had a mate, and his partner fucking destroyed his pride and joy. And instead of being like, hey, you got to replace it, like you're the one that was at fault, was like, no, that was my fault. She was driving it on a bad day. I should have known better. It's fine. I'll pay for my car to be fixed. In return, he got a trip to fucking Cambodia and Thailand.
It was so ridiculous.
It's like not even fucking half of the price of the fucking repairs.
That never made sense to me. It's like
The car alone set him back 26,000. He had to then spend like another 15K just to get it like fixed, I think. If not, maybe more than 15K, dude.
Yeah. And he
wasn't working a well-paying job either.
Yeah, and then he felt so bad that he was like, no, I'll pay for it. And then she obviously felt bad. So she's like, I'll surprise him with a trip to Cambodia to make it even. And like, I'm watching this, I'm like, these don't equal out. This is so stupid. And they went on that holiday and hated each other.
Like, it's not even like...
They had the worst time.
It's not even like in the sense of like, fuck, I've totaled your car. I'm going to book you like, maybe not so much business class tickets, but like economy for a flight. But like where we're staying, it's like 5-star resort. Like we've got our own like private pool. It's a villa. They were staying in like three and a half star places, dude. Like it's not like a fucking amazing holiday.
No, I think it was definitely more like, I feel bad. How can I make it up? But it's just like,
what, thinking on the spot, hey, this is going to fix it. And then he also paid for a fucking car. Like, I don't understand.
Oh, the amount of, I could, we won't, because like, you got to show a bit of respect, but like, the amount of bad decisions that have been made from that is like ridiculous. I cannot fathom, like, I think I would look back on one of their 10 decisions and go, fuck, I can't believe I'd made that life-shattering mistake. They got like 10 of them, though. There's so fucking many. Do you know anyone like? I guess a good topic would be like, how do you? Because it's like how do you help or stop a mistake you see coming? Because I think for us, when it came to the question, making her pay for the car payment, I'm like, no, it's their life. Like, if he wants to be stupid,
yeah, well, I try not to get involved, but at the same time, I was also trying to be like,
well,
dude, like you can't.
Well, their biggest decision they made, like I'm just talking friends in general, like the biggest decision they made, I called and said, don't do this. I remember calling and being like, I just don't think this is a good idea. And now he didn't listen to me, and now it's the biggest mistake. They're just. Yeah. So I guess, I don't know, you can try to like help a friend, and then
it's hard when they
can't see past it.
Yeah, they won't take any of your advice.
But that's also the hard thing too. It's because like, I remember thinking like, I'm coming off as a dick. But in reality,
but at the same time, you're wanting what's best for them.
Yeah.
And sometimes you need to be a dick. Like sometimes like that's the only way that you can actually get through though, dude.
Yeah.
If you take the nice guy approach, sometimes it's just like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like there's no right or wrong, because no matter what you do, like...
Yeah, most people are going to do it anyway.
Yeah, correct. Like they've already made up their own decision in their own mind. You might just help them like not do it in 5 minutes.
I had another friend, and we were talking about this on another pod, long story short, he was telling me that his girl cheated on him, right? And he's going off, telling all these things about how horrible she is, like the worst person ever, blah, 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 blah.
I feel like there's always two sides of the story.
Yeah, that's true. But like in this scenario, a week later, he's trying to invite her to a gathering of theirs, and all the mates are just like, oh, pump the brakes. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you just told us how horrible this person was.
And he's like, no, like give her a break. Like maybe she was going through a bad time or something. It's like,
that's no excuse to do what she did, though.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I'm like, people who cheat or like, especially relationships, don't say all these heinous, horrible things.
Yeah, you can't talk
like
shit about them and then invite them the following week.
You look like an idiot.
Yeah, you look like a fucking complete loser.
Yeah,
like what are you doing?
You wouldn't look too bad if
you just mentioned maybe a few dislikes.
Yeah, but like if say someone cheated on you, and you're really upset for a week, like really upset, and you're talking about how you still love them and you don't understand what they've done, and you get back in with them. Look, love is different for everyone. Some people, they just like, they think they've found their person. For me personally, I think if you get cheated on, that is just the most clearest indicator ever that they're not your person. But some people, the heart wants what the heart wants. Anyway, in that week, if you get back with them, don't get me wrong, your friends will be protective and be like, "What the fuck are you doing that?" But they're not going to go like off at you like they would if you started talking heinous shit about them for a week. Because then you actually look like an idiot.
Yeah,
like
you
the
do.
biggest idiot ever.
Well, you do, because you've called them out, you've cussed them.
Yeah.
You said everything about them under the sun.
Sometimes they reveal secrets too.
Yeah, like real dark.
He's bent, so bent. He's like,
it wasn't even good in bed. Like, it was actually disappointing. It was put on every single time.
I had to be on an angle every single position.
It's just like, yeah, there's some shit that comes out that then, yeah, you just look like a fuckwit. Like, so you do, though. It's the same as friendship, so that, like, you might have, like, a friend you like, fucking hate Steve. He's the fucking worst bloke, whatever. Like, I can't stand him. And then, like, the following weekend, you're, like, at his house.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, what the fuck? You said you? And you're like, no, he's actually pretty cool, though.
In high school, girls were great at doing that.
Oh, all
I
the
saw girls do it all the time. Like, we'll be in a group, they'll be talking how horrible they are, and then be like, in class, just better friends than I would think I'm friends with people. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I just hate. I know with just girls in general. I'm going to be honest with like any group that you hang out
with. What you were telling me before? Hey, like you hate all of them.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, sure, we'll run with that. No, but usually in larger groups of friends.
Yeah.
On the outside, everyone looks placid, happy days. Oh, that group looks fun as fuck. But when you're hanging out with just a ham, it's like, she's a fuckwit, I can't fucking stand her. But then she'll upload a brand new fucking photo to Facebook or Instagram. Oh my God, babe, you look so hot. I'm like, what? Fuck that shit. What are you doing?
Your life's too short.
I don't understand that. Like, if you fucking can't stand them, don't fucking go out of your way to leave a comment. That doesn't make any sense. Like, what are you achieving by doing that? Oh, she'll comment back on mine. Who the fuck cares?
Maybe it's approval.
That's fucking bullshit, though. Why do you need their approval? Because then I know when I'm just hanging out with you or like that group when it's only just... You'll then continue to bitch and complain about how annoying they are. It's never made any... It's the same as friend groups when like you have like a mate that like sort of gets invited to things, but no one's actually... Like whenever that person's there, it's always like, oh, fuck. As if they're coming today and like, just don't invite the person.
Yeah,
if you're going to bitch and complain about the person all the fucking time, don't invite them.
Yep.
And don't make them feel like, I don't know, like I know it's a bit of a dick thing to not invite someone. I get that might suck, but if all you're going to do is talk shit about them as soon as like they're gone or like not in the vicinity of like you, that's just crap. Like, I'd rather not be invited to things if people are going to talk shit about me.
Yeah, if you talk massive shit about someone in a group, but then I find out you're hanging out with them one-on-one, I'll be like, what?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Especially when you're like that person's complained about someone numerous times. It's like, why the fuck are you hanging? Like, you know that guy talks shit about you as soon as you're not with him.
Yeah.
Like, he complains about you like 24/7. Like, why the fuck are you hanging out with someone that would say that about you?
You know those rare people that don't talk any shit?
Yeah.
Like, ever.
The very rare ones.
They're very rare ones. Like, it's hard not for a human being not to just say how you feel about some certain situations. And I don't know what that feeling is. Sometimes when people are just involved in gossip, it's like I've had it before, like with work. Like you hear something that's like massive and you just want to be involved in the conversation. You want to know. It's like a little hit of serotonin.
It is a little bit.
It's weird, but...
You want to be a part of it. You want to know what's going on. But then it's also like as soon as you do know what's going on, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So it's also better to like just not know.
But I wonder with the people that are holding all their true feelings in, what's that like?
Yeah, I don't know. And when do you express that as well?
Yeah.
Like, how much do you hold on to before you're like, you know what, I've actually had enough. And then you're just like a fucking cannonball.
You explode on the wrong person.
Yeah, you just like someone just sets you off and they get everything.
I went to a work meeting the other day that some chick came in. She's like late as. She's like, did you see the Lollipop Man? And we're like, excuse me? And she goes, Lollipop Man? He's like, the reason I was late, he held up most of the traffic because something happened where he got so annoyed that he was taking off like his fluoro vest in front of everyone, chucking his like stop sign at a car and
What
like
the
trying to
fuck?
punch cars like as they're going past.
What the
The lollipop man at the fucking like
the school crossing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I'm just thinking like some high schooler just like slapped him on the back of the head or something.
Probably slapped his ass. Usually what sets him off.
Man, I want to do a whole separate pod about this because I had a video. Teachers who, I guess, like if you're substitute teachers, where's the line do you reckon would be for you to like, nah, I'm saying something or I'm hitting them?
I don't know, because I feel like as a person, and it's been proven multiple times, I will let a lot of shit slide for quite some time. Quite notorious for just like, yeah,
banking it up.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, oh, fuck ya. So, yeah, I don't know. If there was a kid like just being a fuckwit for like, what's a class for? Is a class 45 minutes?
Something along those lines.
So, yeah, if a kid's being an absolute fuckwit for the best part of like 40 minutes, I reckon by that 40 minutes time, if I've told someone to just be like, hey, mate, just be quiet. And if they're still going for, I think that's about 40 minutes is a good enough time for me to be like, all right, you little fuck, like, and just fucking like.
Yeah, I have thought before though, if like you're that person that's holding things in, like we've all been in a classroom where you've pushed the teacher too far. You don't even need to be involved. You just know the class has like pushed the teacher too far. I wonder if there's been teachers that have just said like a little off the cuff comment, like it's just slipped out, and then it's been such a good zinger that it's now like stuck with someone that it's now that's now ruined their life.
Yeah, okay.
Like imagine like a
Well, wasn't there a teacher at our high school that said someone was like a slut or something like that?
Really?
I could have sworn that happened.
Do you know what? Now that I think back, this is so fucked. I remember in year 7, we're sitting in class and I had a friend who was redhead and he's sitting next to me and everyone's talking. He's hardly saying anything.
Yeah.
Hardly saying anything. And then the teacher's like, everyone starts talking. Yeah, you, the ranger in the back. And Ranger had just started like popping off.
Yeah, that
like,
was...
Referring to a redhead as a Ranger was brand new and it just swept schools. Like that was a new thing.
That it did.
Anyway, so the kid was so embarrassed. I remember I said something to I was like, what the hell? I think I said he had curly hair, and I was like, well, I've called you curly, and I'm like, good zinger. Like that was so bad. But I think I was like 13.
Oh, you hurt me.
But I would feel like the whole world's looking at me if next thing I know someone's been like, "Oi, Ranger," and it's a teacher, like the adult that you don't expect that to come back.
The one person you thought maybe had your back.
Yeah, that one.
It's just gone against you,
ruined you.
Yeah, I you know the things that I always hated in high school. And it's always like, oh, like you say something, it's like, oh, yeah, well, that's not what your mum said last night. And it's just like...
the classic.
Yeah, but like, it's kind of shit. Like it's been heard before.
Do you know I had a friend...
And then there's always someone that's like, well, my mum's passed away. So how do you... And you're like,
bro,
this hasn't landed well at all.
I remember in year 8 where we played soccer. All right, we had soccer and it would be like 20 people versus 20 people. Like, there were massive teams. And it was so fucked. I had a friend who he could be pretty sensitive, but he act like a hard ass.
Yeah, right, okay.
And I took the bus with him, and at our school, a kid's mum actually died.
Yeah, right.
Like she died, and on the footy field, like we're playing soccer, and as we're running around, he does something, and I think there was a bit of like a scuffle, and then he literally did the, oh, yeah, well, at least my mum's not dead. And the kid took it pretty well, just like, fuck you, like walked off. But the minute he said it and the kid walked off, I could see my friend's face went pale as a ghost. And you could tell he went, oh my fucking God, that was way too far. Like, why would I say that? Like,
one of those heated moments where it slipped out and you've instantly gone, shouldn't have said that.
He went out of his way the next day to try to find a moment to like apologize to him. Like I noticed it. Like he kept trying to find a moment. He was like alone a little bit, like so he could apologize. Yeah, he felt so horrible about that one. But that is brutal.
Oh, 110%. That's going to leave you feeling pretty average.
It would, wouldn't it?
It would. It definitely would. No, I bet, like, in the heat of the moment, yeah, sometimes you do say things that you don't mean. It's just like a quick, like, reaction. And, like, that's, like, the first thing you just, like, fuck, I need to, like, say something back. I'm not going to let someone, like, walk over me. So then you're like, bang, say that. And then it's like, shit.
Yeah. Do you know what
have I done?
I was thinking, I heard a friend had it happen to them, and I was like, before we go, saying things in like the heat of the moment, but I was also like, saying just the wrong thing in general. If I was in the bedroom with a partner and they said the wrong name,
oh yes,
I couldn't look past it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
I
wouldn't be good at all,
mate. I would not be able to look past it.
I don't even know how you have the conversation afterwards about that either. People are like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, no
shit. That just would ring like red flags and alarm bells to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it would. That'd be next level. That'd be too far.
Yeah, I wouldn't enjoy that.
I'd finish, but I wouldn't enjoy it.
I won't, but it wasn't a good way.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was
Bloody hell.
Morokai with 2 eyes. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next one.
Boom.
Boom.